is the increasing rate of childless men and women. In previous generations, that is, the mid-20th century backwards, men and women were forced into parenting by social norms, religious doctrines, as societies were more religious back then, and the lack of proper family planning technologies. Basic knowledge dictates that birth control, and the relevant advancements in the medical field, have been central in the decision of whether or not men and women, and especially women, have children. In some parts of the world, such as Europe, childlessness, especially the decision to remain childless, was a thing even before the invention of contraception or the recent demographic changes. For instance, in the Western European marriage pattern, which was characterized by high marriage ages, young adults who left their parents' homes to work as maids and servants were obligated to remain single and childless. The single adult was also fundamental in the North American family system in the early 20th century. A large number of women born in the 1900s remained childless, even before the invention of contraception. Some sources suggest that up to 20% of American women remained childless in the 90s. Other sources suggest that around the late 1800s and early 1900s, up to 30% of Australian women and European women were childless. Back then, childlessness was associated with the social and economic upheavals that accompanied the Great Depression of the 1920s. Also, the World Wars heavily distorted the sex ratios, which has largely been used to explain the high levels of female childlessness around the related times.